This episode of Cousins and Sons is brought to you by Authentic Muay Thai Supply. This is an online fightwear store where you can find the best, most authentic Muay Thai protection gear, training gear, boxing gloves, and Muay Thai shorts straight up from Thailand. Good prices, good people. Check them out over at authenticmuaythaisupply.com and enjoy this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Pepper.
You'll be proud of someone. Just give me a chance to make yourself. If you don't like me here, I will be someone else.
Back. Woo!
Woo! That was the... Okay. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the 16th episode of Cousins and Sons podcast.
Yes, thank you guys for...
Cousins and Sons, doing shit and things
And
with Cousins and Sons.
just like every episode for the last 15 episodes, we're going to start this episode off with a little... What is it?
Travis Did you just have sex with that microphone?
You
I
did.
just blew the microphone.
You blew it.
I fucking deep throated that bitch.
I respect that.
I know.
All right, guys, are you ready for Travis Trivia?
Yeah.
Travis.
Beautiful.
Trivia.
Your first question of Travis Trivia, which is the highest waterfall in the world?
Highest in the... See,
In
the
the-
world is a big place.
In the world.
I mean, yeah. What has the biggest mountains?
Niagara Falls. Just throw it.
Is it though? I mean, it's probably something. It's probably like one of those waterfalls that isn't like.
probably in
you think of
Brazil.
like a big waterfall when you think of a waterfall, right? But a waterfall could just be like a stream of water.
Yeah.
Falls really
a
far.
long little
Starts
place.
above the clouds
Yeah.
and falls deep.
It'd be rain.
I don't know. I don't know any falls.
Do you think it's in
Let's go-
America?
I don't think it's in America.
Okay, and I think it... I'm going to say Niagara Falls.
I'm gonna say Niagara Falls because I don't know any other.
I don't know
falls.
any other falls. Seven
Is,
falls.
Angel Falls in Venezuela.
Yep, not in America.
Well, not in America, but yeah,
I
Angel
said-
Falls.
I
That's an easy.
I said
one.
Brazil, but I don't think... I was like, that's...
I'm trying to
closer
think of what
than-
has the biggest mountains. Yeah. Anyways,
We're idiots.
what's question number 2?
Number 2 is the Statue of Liberty was given to us by which U.S. country? Or by
Paris.
which country?
France.
It was the French.
You are correct.
The French.
Oh, the French. They
And
tried
they
to
haven't done a
bargain
good
with us
thing
though.
since.
For copper.
Yes.
Why they give it to us again? Does anyone know? a peace thing?
We inspired their revolution, the
Yeah.
French Revolution.
Oh,
Isn't it
it's
like
like,
1 of 6
oh.
or something like that? Or 1 of 7 or something?
I don't know.
There's like actually replicas that are all over the place, but this is like the main one.
the biggest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The biggest one.
I didn't even know it was made of copper for a long time because it's green.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
copper
That's-
greens over
that-
time.
Over time, yeah. Wasn't it green when they got it though?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
She was brown for a while.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Long time.
Okay.
All right, your next question. Who was the leader of the wolves in the Jungle Book?
Oh, what is his name? Kira. Is that
I
it?
think you're right.
Is it? I think so, but I don't want that to be my final answer. Kira. Yeah, I think it is.
It's Akala.
See, you're closer than I would have guessed.
Damn. Fucking. Oh well.
I thought of Big Gira for
You
the
win
other one.
some and you lose most of the time.
I guess for this next question, we're going to go to space.
Space.
Oh, we're going to outer
The
space?
Final frontier.
Which of the planets is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
Mercury?
Correct.
Yeah. That's pretty basic second grade knowledge.
All right, we're getting Greek, so prepare your buttholes.
We're taking it around the world.
According to Greek mythology, who was the first woman on Earth?
The Virgin Mary. No, I'm just kidding.
The
I'm kidding.
first woman on Earth occurring to...
Was she an actual woman or was she a goddess?
It's an actual woman.
Actual woman.
I don't know. Fucking Achilles' wife?
Cleopatra? Cleopatra. No,
Oh.
that's not it. Because it's
No.
not right. Because she had to come from...
I don't know. Greek mythology.
Cleopatra was Egyptian.
I know. That's why I
Fuck Greek
jumped all around
mythology.
that. I was like, that's all wrong.
Fuck the Greeks.
Any guesses?
That's American. The most American thing I've ever heard. Something you don't know the answer to.
Fuck the Greeks. Fuck, nobody needs to know anything about them.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
I don't know. Cleopatra.
It's Pandora.
Box.
Oh. Well, wait.
Puts a whole dude.
Who's Pandora? Because I
puts
see
a
this
whole-
bitch around like her radio station. And all that stuff.
It puts a whole new meaning to opening Pandora's box. You know,
Oh, I know it's that.
God.
all right. Let's see. Oh, another Greek mythology one. In Greek mythology, how many graces are there?
I didn't even know there was one.
How many graces?
Amazing Grace. What kind of?
Sweet.
7.
7 graces.
Yeah.
3.
Why? What's the definition of a grace?
I don't know.
We
I
don't
thought
know.
it was the name of a woman. It's
You're
something
asking-
you said before dinner.
Yeah, how many bitches named Grace?
How many people named Grace? Grace.
Fucking 7.
It's 3.
I was gonna go with that.
That was an answer where even if I was asked that again, I still wouldn't know why.
Have we gotten one right yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you got Mercury, right?
Second great question.
Oh, the second grade. Yeah. Okay, what's next?
What names were given to the 3 tunnels in the movie The Great Escape?
I've never seen the movie. Obviously, Garon
You
hasn't
guys
either.
are so upset.
You know, I blame the Greeks for this one too.
Jeez.
Everything.
What were the name of the 3 tunnels?
Yes. Think of 3 very common names like that people rattle off in succession.
3 very.
Names of
Like an older saying.
Okay,
the
so
deep and wide.
No, the actual names.
Oh,
like of people?
Yes.
Mark.
No. Jeez, there's 3. Of course, there's 3. John, Jeffrey, Jake, Jasper. I don't know.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. Are you going for it?
Well, okay, so like I'm trying to think of like 3 names that are like, you know, a
Really
saying or
common
something.
saying, yeah.
Of common saying. Peter picked. No, just kidding.
Pretty Ricky.
Think of it. Think of it. Think of it. What is there? Is it a nursery rhyme? Can we have a hint? Do you have a hint for us?
I don't know.
It's too tough for a hint.
You guys just gonna give up?
Yeah.
It's Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Why the fuck are you naming it? Okay, cool.
But
Whatever.
what is that from? What is Tom, Dick, and Harry? Is that
Just
like
it is a common saying from that, but that's what they name those things. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can get this answer right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that
exactly
means.
the
yeah.
same. That's the
Exactly.
same. Oh
I
my
think those
God.
are just very common names. That's why that phrase is around.
Okay.
Stupid.
All right. Are you guys ready for your next? We're
Yep.
coming back to the U.S. Which
Oh, thank
U.S.
God.
state's
Homeland.
largest city is Baltimore?
Maryland.
There you go. Look, just a little softball for you.
Yeah, that was a little confusing.
A little softball toss.
Just here you go. I knew you were gonna get the last few wrong.
Yeah.
so-
This next one is upsetting, and the answer will upset you more. How is the ground nut better known? The ground nut.
How is the ground nut better
The
known?
ground
Ground
nut.
nut? Oh my God, I'm already
What
pissed
name? What name is it better known by?
Deer nut.
off. No.
Ground.
Do you know what?
Nut.
Do you know what a ground nut is, or does that give it away?
It 100% gives
So-
it away. That's basically
A
what
sunflower
it's asking.
seed. A sunflower seed.
No.
An avocado?
Ground nut.
Avocado seed. No, I don't
Is it your final answer?
No.
Fuck, I
The
don't
pine cone.
No, it's probably gonna be nothing to do with plants.
It is. It's,
Oh, it
it's
does?
going to upset you.
The cactus.
No.
The cactus. That's not.
The palm tree. A
palm
palm tree
tree?
nut seed. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna go with palm tree.
It's the peanut.
Fuck. This trivia. How bad did we do the first time we did this?
Just
Better than
Way better.
Way
than
better.
this.
We had fun. We did so good. We
Wow.
wanted to keep going.
Well, the back end of this this trivia.
Back 9 is not a.
It's not. It's tough,
so
man.
good.
It's tough.
We're getting out. We're getting out the country for this one, boys. Which country is formerly known as Abyssinia?
Dude, these are fucking hard.
What country is formerly known as Abyssinia?
Yeah, the country formerly known
Prince.
as Abyssinia.
Prince. I'm gonna say Prince for the final answer. Aborigine.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Fucking, freaking Ace Ventura.
Aborigines are
So
the
the Aborigines.
Aborigines are native tribes of Australia.
Yeah, well,
No, not a place.
So Australia is what I'm going with.
Yeah, do it.
It's wrong.
Australia.
It's Ethiopia.
Ah, damn. We should have gotten that. I knew it. I knew
Here we
it.
go. This
I
might be a
learning.
little bit more in your fucking wheelhouse, boys.
We don't have a wheelhouse, Travis.
Wait for it.
Yeah, there's no rat turning anything up. All right, go ahead.
In the sport of judo, what color belt follows an orange belt?
This is horrible for us.
Fuck judo, first of all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Another thing
I'm kidding.
he doesn't know the answer to.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I like
So it goes-
judo. Okay, I'm going to go
Orange, and then
blue.
I'm green.
Garon is correct.
Well, in
That's great.
jiu-jitsu, they skipped all that, and they just make it harder for you to get each belt, so there's not so goddamn many belts.
Green.
All right, how many letters, we're getting out of the country, how many letters are there in the German alphabet?
Oh,
32. So 18.
no. How many do we have? 24?
26.
26 letters in the alphabet? That's 26 letters you'll never forget. I don't know. Fuck yeah, 32.
I said 17.
17.
No, it's definitely.
Oh, it's
Go with
higher.
yours.
It's higher.
Yeah.
Let's go with 32.
It is 30.
Yeah, see? I was like,
Pretty close. Yeah,
Not
pretty
right,
close.
but close.
yeah.
This isn't a multiple choice.
Okay. In 1960, which country became the first in the world to have a female prime minister?
Someone stupid for sure.
Jesus Christ.
You do realize how many questions we've gotten right, right?
It's true, but I want to know what female listening got more right than us.
I think 90% of our followers,
Comment below.
listeners are females.
Comment
by the way.
below. Fucking comment below.
Comment below, please. No, I'm gonna say France.
I was about to say something that was going to make me look even dumber.
You're
I
digging,
say it?
you're digging your hole.
What
Hit
is
me,
a prime
please.
minister?
It's a president, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
France.
It's a leader. So who has prime ministers? The French do?
I'm gonna also say
Most countries have prime
we're the
ministers
ones
as
with the
opposed to
president.
president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
France. Let's go.
Spain.
We'll go with Spain.
It's Sri Lanka.
Oh, yeah, because I know what that country is. So I thought that was a sandwich. Wait.
All right, maybe this one's a little more in your guys' realm.
No, it's not.
What is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in men?
Oh,
Prostate
cancer.
Nailed it.
Woo!
Nailing that prostate. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Why, though? Why is it?
Because we have one.
Yeah, that's why.
It's always those things.
Mm-hmm.
Women get cervical cancer far more than they get any other kind of cancer. So
Yeah.
really just down below cancer is very, very common.
Yeah,
I wonder what the dealio is.
just because it's
Fucking.
yeah.
Is it fucking?
It's been played.
no, I don't think so.
No.
People have been fucking for
Since
years, right? Like,
Okay. In which European city would you find Orly Airport? Orly, Orly.
well, thanks for letting us know it's in Europe. You got anything?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say
Spain.
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay, let's go with Scotland.
It is Paris.
Yes, I should have known.
Paris is a city. Did it say city?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thought it
should-
said European
I
country.
should have said
European
that,
city.
seeing as I've been to that. I've been there. So. But then again, I barely know what the names of places I go here. So.
It's okay. I think you guys are nail this next one. All right.
How
This
do
is
you
the worst day of trivia.
Who was U.S. president during World War One?
Let's backtrack. it.
Pointing at me.
World War One. What year was that? That was like in the 30s, right? In the 30s. Count them back, bro. Fucking, I don't know. Do you know?
You're the one who knows more about history and all that stuff. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
but
looking
not
at you.
Well,
Jeez.
I just know what I know. I don't know things I don't know.
What? It's going to be.
Hang on, I'm just trying to think of like that realm. It's not Roosevelt, was it? Is that World War
Start
II?
yelling out presidents.
All right,
you know.
I'm gonna go with Roosevelt.
It's not Roosevelt. That would be around World War II.
Two.
Almost.
Yeah, I think you're right. Then who was before
Eisenhower?
Roosevelt? Okay, I'll go with Eisenhower.
It is Woodrow Wilson.
I even forget about him.
Good old Woody.
Oh, good old Woody.
Woody Wilson.
Guys, if you guys stay listening to us to episode 17, dude, you guys, we're going to come back for you guys. We apologize.
All right,
for
let's
this
keep this
episode.
party fucking going.
Lack of a party.
Which author wrote The Silence of the Lambs?
Stephen King? No.
No. It's not going to be that obvious with this fucking questions.
Just say the only author you knew.
Yep.
The only easy one.
I wasn't going to say J.K. Rowling when you said
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, how are we
she
supposed
took
to
a
know this?
dark
I don't know.
turn.
Pass.
Silence of the Lambs.
Are we passing?
We can't pass.
Fine.
We've been passing this whole
then
time.
the only other author we know, J.K. Rowling.
So Stephen King or
I don't know any horror authors.
Horror
Or
authors?
thriller. It's a slutty ass fucking authors.
Silence of the Lambs.
uh,
Woodrow Wilson.
I don't know. Who else do you know? I'm gonna go with whatever Garon says. And Stephen King it is.
It is Thomas Harris.
Oh.
What else did he
Did
do?
you like you knew who that was?
Yeah. Do you know who he is, Travis?
I mean, kind of. I've heard his name because he wrote that book.
So
He wrote Red Dragon and stuff like that.
The name of this episode is going to be called You Can Skip the Trivia. You can fast forward to past the trivia.
or it could just be skip this entire episode.
Oh, here we go. Okay, bringing it back to the U.S. Which U.S. city is known as the city of brotherly love?
Philadelphia.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Good job. Oh, we're getting close to the end here, I think.
Oh, I never thought we'd see the end.
Yeah. This was a long one. Let's see here.
We're so upset about everything we missed that the few we've gotten right, we're just like, yeah, whatever. And the next one.
Because they've been stupid things like, what's the closest planet to the sun?
Yeah. Well, still, gotta take
We
them where
have
you can.
four questions left. So how hard could your guys' dicks get? You know what I mean? Let's get fucking rowdy.
Is that a question? I can't answer that.
Next question. What is the land of the giants called in Gulliver's Travels?
I actually don't know this one, but I know, like, if I was gonna know one, it would be this.
Oh my god.
Simon says starts with a T.
It starts with a B.
Bermuda. No, it's not that.
Blow me to Bermuda. What's
I was going
Bermuda?
to tell you guys.
Yeah.
It's Brobdingnag.
Yeah, yeah.
You would have been close with Bermuda.
I would. I would have gotten C for effort.
All right, this one should be easy enough. Little Cuba is the nickname of which U.S. city?
It's got to be somewhere in Florida.
It's where my girlfriend's from.
Oh, Miami. South Beach.
Miami.
There you go.
Is it Miami or South Beach?
Miami. 2 questions left, you silly fuckers.
Woo.
What is the chemical symbol for iron?
I.
Chemical
R.
symbol.
Is it just an I?
Is it just an I?
No.
Capital I? R? Capital I, lowercase r.
There's a throwback
It's
one.
probably
where
something
it's
crazy
a
like
different
Z.
name. Yeah. C. No, that's a copper. No, that's iron. I feel like I see this all the time.
C?
It's not C.
It is Fe.
F-E.
Oh, because
'Cause
the
that makes
name of-
perfect
It does.
sense.
No, it's because it's the scientific name of fucking stupid iron. Is some weird. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Mhm.
God, why do scientists have to make shit so fucking complicated? Or like why? Like why did you need to make that word that long? You know what I
Well,
mean?
that was isn't that go back to like
Is that Greek stuff
Greek
too?
stuff? Right?
Lots of science.
I think that's what that
They
goes
were
for.
into
And then we changed
astronomy
the
and
name
stuff
of
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were the
Are
smart
you guys
ones.
ready for your final
Oh, I thought
question?
that was our final. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. One more.
Oh,
You should get this one right.
Should.
You get distracted by the question asking, but I'm telling you, you know what this movie is. In which 1979 film was a spaceship called Nostromo?
Spaceball. Oh, Nostromo.
Very popular 1979 movie in space.
Well, it's not Star Wars, is it?
One of the few movies that are in space in 79.
Planet of the Apes.
No, it's
It is one word, and it is scary.
Alien.
Boom.
Oh.
I know my scary
love you,
movies.
Pepper.
'Cause I
Oh.
Oh.
Here's your iPad back.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go, buddy.
What, burn.
Give me that 3XL shirt.
We need the shirts, the merch.
They're
Johnny
gonna write us back, being like, "We'll give you one once you nail a trivia quiz."
Maybe. Hey, that could be a deal. Right?
Hey, you guys got an ace of trivia. Seriously, I'm gonna find the dumbest trivia I can.
That's honestly the problem. Some of them too is just like I'll look for them and I'll be like, dude, this is just way too easy. Like, because we'll just run through it. There'll be nothing
Yeah.
to make fun of ourselves about. You know what I mean?
Then
fair.
there's this where there's too much to make fun of ourselves.
We're just having a bad day.
No, dude. On my smartest days, I could still
What
not.
smart day?
Exactly, dude. I
kidding.
could
No.
have so much.
Oh man, so yeah, that was just terrible.
We
That was
use
an awful
We
trivia.
use this trivia to get us up, get us blood flowing. I just feel dumber and just sad. Just
Well, this time.
Was this demoralizing for you guys?
Yeah.
Today it
Okay.
was. Today it was. But I feel like we didn't get anything wrong that was like, not every. I mean, would you have got? Which one would have you gotten that we didn't get right, Travis?
I knew Pandora and maybe a couple other, but
Oh.
I didn't know that many either.
yeah, no, they
Some
are
of 'em
hard.
I'm
Okay,
like,
can
I
we
have no
talk for a
These
second
were harder
about this
questions
Pandora
than the
woman?
genius one.
Like, who is Pandora? Like, does anyone know?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out
Google
who
that.
this Pandora is and why is there a
Who do
radio
you
station
guys
named
think
after?
Pandora is?
Isn't she the one who opened up all the plagues or something, or like the 7 deadly sins or something like that?
She was the very first woman.
And
Just-
she
Just
came
ever
around.
up.
So
Just here you go. So like, where's the Virgin Mary in all of this? She the
This
this is before. This is BC. I forget Greek mythology's like.
yeah.
All right, let's see. I got the wiki page opened up. So
Perfect.
Pandora, in Greek mythology, Pandora was the first human woman created by Hephaestus on the instructions of Zeus, as Hesiod, whatever. Each god cooperated. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. Cooperated by giving her unique gifts.
Yep.
Her other name inscribed against her figure on the white ground calyx in the British Museum. Oh, that's just a big painting thing.
Then she opened up a box and it released all of those gifts, or all of those. I thought it was like the deadly sins, but maybe it's not.
It says the Pandora myth is kind of it's like it says it addresses the question of why there is evil in the world. According to this, Pandora opened a jar, in modern accounts sometimes mistranslated as Pandora's box,
See?
releasing all the
Isn't that kinda
evil
funny?
of
See?
humanity.
See, I was onto something. I knew it was something to do with evil.
So,
So
in other words,
Pandora's box is a jar.
so it's her fault there's
Again,
evil in the world.
So you're saying Pandora's box and perusing are on the same list? Nobody knows what they
Yeah,
actually
no
mean?
one, I can't believe that either.
I've had so many people
No,
texting
I'm-
me being like, dude, we've been using that word wrong
Dude,
our entire
I've
life.
never heard anyone use perusing correct.
Nope,
I thank you
nope.
for reminding me
No,
of
yeah,
how
we-
mind
we've been
fucking
asking-
blown.
We've been asking people for the last 2 weeks now.
Yeah, there's just
Every
like,
every
oh
single
my
person
gosh.
says the same thing.
There's like, nope, there's not. And my mom even said she was asking some friends at a get together, and the only person who actually knew the right definition of it and the meaning of it was somebody who has Alzheimer's.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
That's how fucking long ago people use that word correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Just
you
like,
know,
what? I forgot.
Why does it sound so much like someone's just like nonchalantly looking through shit? Though?
Because
people,
that's our perspective.
Because, and we had this talk, me and Steele had this talk though. It's because people put the word, another word that is used almost too much, the word, oh, I'm just perusing. So the word just in front of it kind of makes it seem like it's nonchalant or not, like, so when people say, oh, I'm just standing over here, or I'm just doing my homework, or I'm just perusing, it kind of adds to that definition of what we've already been pertained to thinking it means. But that's the only reason why I think that it got thrown under, because
That's fair.
if anybody else says, oh, I'm perusing over here, usually you throw I'm just perusing in front of it.
Yeah, because you're like, yeah, It's like,
just
oh, hey,
perusing.
what are you doing over? Oh, yeah, you're on the
Yeah.
phone with someone.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm at the
perusing.
store. What are you doing at the store?
Just
Just perusing
Yeah.
right now.
But you're not saying on the sign, what you doing at the store? Oh, perusing the section. You don't even use. I feel like just and peruse
Well,
go
you
together.
should say it like
Right,
I'm
yeah.
perusing the section.
Yeah, perusing. Yeah.
So let me get off this fucking phone because you're distracting me.
Yeah.
That's I'm
You're
carefully
distracting me from
examining and
perusing.
reading.
Yeah.
Because perusing, I wouldn't. If I was actually perusing, I wouldn't be able to answer this phone right now. Whatever.
It's very true. You'd be carefully examining.
Ah, words.
You be carefully. Yeah, you wouldn't even hear your phone. You'd be so carefully.
There's another thing that I was whatchamacallit, do you know, Travis, do you know the actual definition of H&M, this clothing store?
That's an interesting
Hot
topic.
MILFs.
Hot Mills? Yeah, I would have, if this was an actual
Horny
trivia
moms?
question, I would have never got. But it actually stood for, and I have the actually information up right here. It's at first the company only sold women's clothing at the time. It was called Hennes, Hennes,
Yeah.
Swedish for her. And then the guy went and bought an equipment store named Moritz Witzfurt. A supply of men's clothing was part of the inventory. So the guy decided to then sell men's clothing. So then he changed it to Hens and Mortitz, or I don't even know how to explain. Yeah. So then changed it to H&M. But it was actually like a hunting store that happened to sell men's clothing, and then they came together and made H&M to sell all these other clothes. It was just a little fun fact because I love H&M guys, and I wish they had a credit card.
I think everyone loves H&M.
It's a good one.
I've been there in a minute.
It's
I've been there in
it's
minute.
It's just you know what the prices are going to be,
yeah.
and you know it's going to be at least halfway decent.
It's one of those, if they had a credit
Halfway
card like
decent
Forever
fit.
21, I probably would have had that and would have spent all my
What
money
I don't
on it.
understand is when is Forever 21 going to get on H&M's level as far as having the same amount of
Well,
guys
now
to
I don't
girl
know
stuff?
because they just filed for bankruptcy. So
Oh, well then.
Well,
What does that even mean?
yeah,
never-
nowadays I'm like,
know what
I'm
I mean?
thinking, well,
Like-
it doesn't mean why is it still open? Why
Does that-
it's the whole process, I think. They filed for bankruptcy.
But they still stay open.
Well, sometimes they
Didn't
stay
Kmart
open.
File for bankruptcy too, and there's still one
Yeah,
in
still.
Burbank. I can't even believe it.
They're all over, yeah.
Yeah, there's one in
It
the
takes.
valley too.
I think it takes a long time. What
Do you
then ends up happening, I think, is then they become more individually owned.
What's the more?
That's why there's still one Blockbuster in Alaska.
Oh, I think that just shut down. By
Oh,
the way.
well then there you go.
Oh, really?
They're all gone.
They're
all
all
gone
gone.
now.
I mean, they have to be, right? I mean, who in their right mind would get up to go to a store to like how much is to rent a DVD? Maybe like $2-3, but still.
It was like $5-6 back
Yeah.
in the day to rent it
Still.
for.
So like you might as well just sit on your ass and pay the $7.99 for Netflix or something.
Yeah, or you could rent that movie for $3.
Or you could bounce around free fucking month subscriptions for a whole year.
Yeah.
And by the time that year is over, they like the first one that you went to had
Yeah.
already forgot. You're already getting advertisements. For,
Yeah.
Come back, get another
Yeah.
free month.
And during that time frame, make some friends and then use each other's accounts.
Or that. That dude, that's so common. How much I've actually. It's kind of crazy, like how. I mean, I guess Netflix still makes money because there's probably a ton of people out there that pay for Netflix and don't even use it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's just one of those things that comes out. Like people in their gym memberships.
Yeah.
Dude, so many people do that. So many people have a gym membership, and it's just like, why have this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't
I
understand.
mean, and I give it to them. A lot of these gyms make it really hard to
I
cancel.
agree. I agree. And
They make
yeah,
it really,
it's
really
a scam.
hard. Yeah.
It's a scam. It's a scam unless you are a gym person.
Yeah.
And
But that's why it is. It takes forever to cancel them. Usually you have to, you want to cancel? No, you have to call or you have to come in personally and do it. Or when you do call, they jump you through the ringer and you have to just flat out be like, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope. But I can give you this deal. Nope. I can give you this deal. Nope.
that
It's
makes
just,
sense. Well, because, I asked David Baca. I was like, dude, that fucker's got a membership everywhere, dude.
yeah.
But I was out to eat with him. This is one of our jiu-jitsu friends. And he works for Muscle Farm, and it was kind of fun. He was like telling me about him and Drex, which is the CEO of Muscle Farm, and just like how he got to know him. He's like, I didn't even know he was like the CEO when I first started working there. So I'd like go in there, and pass him in the hallway and start talking to him about shit I shouldn't be talking to him about, like just how hungover I am and like, all this shit. And then like it was like a few months later, I found out he was the CEO. But it was kind of cool, dude. I guess. I don't know why I'm going off on this, but like I want to. But I guess Muscle Farm was actually like going under, and Ryan was just a fucking shareholder.
Oh,
and then
wow.
and then just bought the rest, bought a majority of the company, and then started taking it over
that's
to
amazing.
build it back up to what it is now,
Oh,
which
that's
is
awesome.
probably, in my opinion,
Yeah.
one of the top supplement companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's
you
crazy.
see it everywhere.
Yeah, you see it everywhere. You see it. I mean, it's plastered all over the place. And
At least UFC and combat sports,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if the NFL, but do they even have like a? They don't even need like supplement fucking sponsorships.
But no, But I think they do. They have. I've seen
Who,
some
though?
football players having Muscle Farm stuff, like their
Muscle
their
Farm
guards
stuff.
and stuff and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll have basketball players too. Sometimes they'll do a lot of different promotions. Like the videos, I think, they edit and stuff. I see some athletes.
Oh, okay. Where was I going with that though? Something with he was. What were we talking about before that?
Time and time again.
Shit.
Talking about this dick.
Talking about that dick.
I don't know what you're talking about. What were we talking
No,
about?
we were talking about something. It's something David told me, and I was like, oh, but fuck, I don't know. What were we talking about before that? Oh my God. Leave it in the comments below. You guys remember.
What was the other thing we were going to talk about leaving the comments below?
I already forgot. Well, anyways,
So
whatever.
you got to write it down.
That's why
So
you
you got to
gotta
write it down, which goes into what have we not been doing?
Oh, writing. But what have we never done?
Writing.
Writing.
But
Yeah,
writing it, just writing it down.
just writing it down.
Yeah.
I've been terrible, but I'm terrible about pretty much everything. And like, yeah, I know, dude. It's seriously about like, you know what it is? It's frustrate. I don't like to do things that frustrate me, and every single time I have to write something down, no matter what it is, it frustrates me because I always forget what I'm writing down because I get there and I'm like, okay, what was I saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, how should I word that? And
Yeah.
then, but it is about doing it because it's about getting
No,
those creative
it's-
juices flowing
yeah.
and stuff like that. Now I see why when you're a kid they make you do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it's more second nature just to like bounce into something like writing an idea down
Mhm.
or something like that. But I've been thinking a lot about that. Just like, fuck, dude, there's so much stuff as a kid, dude. I like should have been way more consistent about that would have helped me out like
Yeah.
in life now.
Well, even
because it
note-
would have been just so second nature at that
Even
point.
note taking.
Note
Like
taking.
note taking in general is like I was never good at growing up, and I'm not good at now.
Way better than me.
So having to write things down, even when I do write them, I just have gotten now in the last few months into that mindset of like, oh, that was funny, write that down. And even though
Yeah.
it's like, oh, is that?
No, and honestly, it seemed to have helped
and
you.
just why
a
so
lot.
that I can focus on. Yeah, I'm not writing yet,
Yeah.
but it's enough for me to get on that track, and because that's what we've talked about you as far as like you haven't in the last few months as far as even write it down, like write that
Yeah,
down,
even
even
write
write down one word or
Yeah.
something to get you to kind of remember, and so which makes it hard when we're trying to create a set or something like that and get up there on stage and do not only new material, but also like you said something about pretty much most of the stuff you've been doing the last 2 months isn't even written down.
None of it is.
None of it, right?
Not
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
Not even. No.
It's not. You're just.
My bits that I think are like actual bits are the ones I'm sort of working on. Yeah, no, aren't written down at all. They're recorded at least, but then again, I don't listen to those either. Which don't. Yeah, it's a bad. I'm being a
no,
bad
but
example.
the listening to recordings is stuff.
Another thing I thought about
I'm trying to do better at.
yeah.
Even since Maine,
More of.
I've been trying to. No, okay, that was the cutoff, and which I feel like there's been a transition for me at least since Maine of like, oh, there's a click of like, okay, this is how I'm kind of feeling more comfortable on stage. So now I'm like, okay, I have all this past stuff, but from Maine on, I've been starting to like, cool, I know I can go back and I've been labeling my recordings to be like, okay, that was that set, kind of say what that set's about, and then I can even save it into my notes with that set piece that I'm writing out. I haven't done the writing yet, but at least I can go back through and be like, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write. Cool, that recording's already saved in my writing, which Scrivener is what I'm using. I don't know.
I have it.
Scrivener.
Scrivener. Oh yeah, check it out. Scrivener.
Yeah.
It's basically like word processor, but it's just a different format and setup.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a
at all.
sponsor,
Not
but
even-
I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a writer. It's set up for people that are writers.
Yeah.
So it's like you can take note cards, so like a joke, for example. So it starts out as a bulletin board, and then so you have your bulletin board, and then you like make your like your joke or your chapter or whatever you want to do, and then you can write in on that, and then you can kind of branch off that and like make notes about that, and then when you're done with that, you can stick it on your bulletin board. Then you have that, and then when you pull it back up, you can go to that. So you can kind of like have things. So for a set, you could have all these different bits that you're working on, and then you're like, okay, well, I need 30 minutes. What jokes am I going to do? And then you can move all those jokes into like an organized row or whatever on Scrivener, so that we can be like, okay, tonight this is what I'm going to do. This joke, this joke, this joke.
Yep.
But I mean, it's good if you use it.
Yeah. No, and that's the funny part. It's like I think we know what to do, but it's as far as like actually initiating and doing that and the discipline and keep doing it. And like, and right now I'm at least still writing things down, even if it's 1 or 2 words. And that I think you're trying to get back on that wagon of doing. Yeah,
I don't know if I was ever on the wagon. I think I was just like tried it and stuff, and then I got to a point where I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna focus on getting comfortable on stage.
Yeah, that was a whole different. We both had that difference. Whereas
exactly.
We both were at a different space of getting comfortable. I was getting comfortable with being myself on stage. You were getting comfortable with just being on stage in general. So I think now you're even now getting to that. You're comfortable on stage. Now it's getting uncomfortable. Now you're at where I was.
Myself.
Yeah, now
exactly.
you're trying to be yourself. Now you're trying,
Well, see, that's why I didn't want to put, or I don't, or I do beat myself up sometimes, because I think I need to, like in a healthy way of like just like fuck, I need to like step it up, yada yada yada. But at the same time, like I've only been performing for fucking 7 months.
Yeah,
total. Yeah. So it's just like, okay, well, give myself some credit on like, I should be writing more and all that stuff. But then again, like I also don't want comedy to stop being fun. And I felt like I've hit some of those parts where it's not fun because it feels too overwhelming.
Yeah.
Or if it's not fun because bombing fucking 9 times in a row fucking sucks ass.
Yeah.
And it's just, so that part isn't fun. But like, again, like I was telling Brett Eby the other day when you guys were at the Federal, Travis, that like, I just feel like I don't know if I'm going to be good at this yet or not. Like now I'm not good at it. But like, I haven't given myself enough time in all of performing to and worked on something like this for at all, that I don't actually know yet if I'm going to be good at it.
Yeah.
It's just like I think everyone will improve at anything, but like but I feel like I could be good at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's moments that I feel like
there are. Yeah, exactly.
Like okay, I get it. And
there's plenty of moments. There's far a few. We've done so many of these so far that we're gonna have a lot more bombs than we have successes. But you've definitely had a lot more moments, especially in the last 3 months, even of like, yes, there it is. That was great. That looked comfortable. Oh wow, that was a great 5 minutes. To where it's like, if you weren't good at this, and we've seen people, you're not gonna be good at this. But there's been enough where even you batting 1 out of 9 having a good set, that's still good in this time frame of because there's plenty of people where it's like, no, you've been doing this for how long, and it's not it's just still not clicking.
People are doing it 5 years.
Yeah, and it's like it's not clicking and stuff, and that's where again it just goes back to it is a work, it is a job, it is there's life gets in the way and stuff, and I was excited for last week we went to the cafe, the Fourth Wall Cafe. Off Hollywood, and it's cafe. And it was cool. It's the first time we went. It was at night, and it was fun because I got to run the set that I've been working on, which you hadn't even seen yet.
No, it was good though. Good set.
And thank you. And I did a lot of, but what got me was it was that different feeling of, oh, there's people all around me. There isn't people just in front of me at this mic. I was like halfway through, I had to look to the right. And I was like, oh yeah, there's people to the right of me too, not just in front or to the left. And then there was moments where people laughed at bits or moments that hadn't been laughed at before, or it's like, oh no, that's not the punchline. Oh, here's the which thing was fun to play with because I was like, oh, that's something that you different that I had to deal with.
What's funny, what comes to mind when I'm up on stage thinking about exactly what you were just talking about, how like, oh, there's people all around us. And I think about that even here, just giving everyone attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even know if I should be doing that. But who did that and who does that is fucking Papa. Like when he would do his speeches.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a fair amount of attention.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, and
He
it's
looks
just-
at every single
So
person.
it's just like, I don't know if in comedy I should be doing that, but like, or you
Oh,
watch,
for sure, that's
you
what I
watch,
do.
You watch Trump give a speech.
yeah,
Everyone's getting attention.
Anybody who's a good speaker.
Or actually, even
gives-
Dave Chappelle, his special.
Yeah, he
What,
gave
you don't think that'd
everybody.
be funny if it didn't happen to me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I usually do when I'm working in like Ice House Stage 2, which is the same thing? It's like the 3-corner, right?
Yeah.
So you got people over here, people over there, people in the front. Whatever side is laughing the hardest, because like when I first start, I kind of tell a little bit over here, then I
Yeah.
tell a little bit over here, then I tell it to the front. Whatever side is giving me the best reaction, that's what I'll hit my punchlines to.
Gotcha.
I'll move
yeah.
to that side and they'll laugh.
See,
And
that's
then immediately flip around and start the
Simone's
beginning of the
fucking
next
cool, too.
joke
and that's
at them.
smart, and that I've seen that with a lot of veteran comics of how that works, and it was cool going to the cafe because that was the first time where I've been in that surrounding of that kind of that setup for a stage, and it was in the moment I was like, no, I'm still hitting my spots. I felt it was great, like I was feeling everybody was laughing and stuff, but it was in my head I was like, oh yeah, there's people over here still, or oh there's it was something new to get used to, and again, people coming in off the street during my set, that was a different
Yeah, just
thing.
like walking in. That was,
Yeah, which was cool too. It was something that it was good to like. I felt confident enough to work with, but at the same time, it felt cool too because I was like, oh, this is what this feels like. Like this is
Yeah.
people coming off the street, like it's an actual show, or oh, I have people all around me.
And
Or,
it did kind of feel good. Then you got Hollywood Boulevard right there. Boulevard.
Yeah.
Boulevard right there.
Boulevard. Bully.
And like you got like how many freaking sirens and shit did we
Yep,
hear?
yep.
So you got all those distractions you got to work with, and it is. I like it. I actually did like it. I didn't like me there, but I did like the place.
But and even I told Steele after the fact, he did good. Everything he did was how he did it, but it was the first time you had done a mic in what a week.
Yeah.
And it was a new place. So not only was it the first time in a week, but it also was a new place that we've never done. Because I even had those nerves.
Yeah.
A first time doing a place and never doing it.
And of course the host is hot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
don't
That
even
always
know
throws
her
me
name.
off. A hot girl in the audience always
It's
throws
so
me
funny.
off.
Every time a hot girl, he's always like,
It does.
I'm just like,
it's just like, please stay home. I want all male and ugly fucking people at my fucking shows.
I think what threw me off, what was getting me nervous, was because this is the first time Joe has seen us perform since our very
Yeah.
first time ever
Yeah.
performing.
What do you think?
Oh, he said we did good.
Yeah,
but Joe.
he did good. I mean, I felt like I got him to laugh because I brought up the whole bit about he's a good businessman, and I think he should put a poster on the airport saying, if you want to try comedy, come to exit 8 in Burbank and go to the fourth wall. And like I talked about, and he was like, everybody was like, yeah, we should do that. We should put that up there, and because he's a business guy. And I was like,
Yeah. It
so
was good. It was good.
yeah, but it was still one of those where I was just like,
It was cool because you got him and everyone else on board with you.
yeah, and that was
After
right
that-
off the
after
bat.
that,
I was
yeah.
like, if I get
Yeah,
you on
'cause
board
then
with
everyone
that
was
line,
like, yeah.
because sometimes it's easy not to listen and not pay attention, and yeah, everybody was pretty supportive of that set. Even like when you were going, like I know how
Yeah.
you felt about it,
No, I
but
mean, I
people
don't
were
think it's-
supportive and everything. Yeah, you might not have had the full amount, but even then, everything you said was still looked confident.
Yeah.
Watching you up there and
With that dick.
You
With
get that
that dick.
dick. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, dude. I don't know. Nah.
it's like our conscience. Whatever Travis says, we just repeat. Yeah. We'd be like, yeah. So, anyways, world hunger, get that dick. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you
Right.
got that dick. And so, we're going to feed it to all those starving pygmies.
Be with the starving pygmies down in New
Jesus Christ,
Guinea.
no. You already know that's going on. Fucking
The dick.
the dick.
You guys did it again.
I know. You can't help it.
sorry.
Help it, dude. It's in our head.
I love it. It's so
in our
funny.
head. It's like, what? Yeah, anyways.
Dude, I got to get a haircut. I was going to ask you. I'm
You're
asking
extra
you
shaggy.
while I'm on air. I know. Just because it's on my mind. Fucking, how did you tell them you wanted your haircut?
I don't.
Well, you go to
She's
the same
been doing
person.
it for the last 6 years.
See, because, like, I want it
And
short
she
like
takes
that.
off.
but-
She takes off about 1.5 inches every 2 months.
So that's what I should tell
Like
them.
all
Hey, can you
around?
take off 1.5 inches?
I don't know. You don't have as long as I had though, so you might just want to. I don't know how short
Or
you
not
want
an
it
inch.
though.
Yeah,
I don't even
mean,
know what your guys' hair looks like. You
I
guys
know
always
it's
wear
funny.
Hats.
I always wear hats. I always.
I actually kind of just since I moved back to LA, but started to wear hats all the time.
It was funny the other day in one of the mics. There was a couple of guys who were all talking about, oh, it's their birthday, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm turning 26, or oh, I'm 27, 25, and they all looked like they were mid-30s. They all looked old. Like I was like, oh my God, that's great. And so, and us, we're all very timid. I'm like, we look like we're 22, 23, or at least that age. And then one of the guy comes up on stage and goes, these two over here, points at us, being like, you guys with your hats on, and you guys have the best set of hair in the house. Those trucker hats are meant for bald people. And I was like, told Steele, I was like, we probably shouldn't tell him that we're 32.
Yeah, probably shouldn't tell this guy that we're 5 years older than him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This poor guy's already losing his hair.
Yeah.
My complexion hasn't changed since I've been 14.
I get people get pretty upset with me too, because we're all the same age. But most people think, at least visually, we're much younger.
Yeah, you look younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that baby face.
Exactly.
That good skin.
You got that good skin.
That good
Got that good skin.
I know. I always forget you. I mean, you guys seem older now that I know you, but
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, at least Garon, not Pepper.
Get that dick.
Get that dick.
Dick.
Yeah, no, it's like, and that, I've gotten to that. Yeah, just I tell people that sometimes too. I'm like, that's all we got going for us is that people don't know our actual age. Yeah, is that people don't know our actual age.
It's nice people underestimate you.
Yeah,
It is. No, it is nice. Well, it takes a lot off like your play, because like I know what you mean. When you were saying that when you get on stage you have to like disarm yourself right away. Like, so talk about like your strengths and shit on those right away, so like people will be on board with you. I feel like in life it's that way, because like like you see a really good looking jacked ass dude, you're automatically like fucking douchebag, and then they hey man, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you were to see Angelo just without knowing Angelo, maybe he's a bad example, but like maybe he's a bad.
Is he actually a douchebag?
No, because he's a really nice guy, but he's good looking, in shape, but he's also like smaller, so that kind of.
You know who seems to? That new guy who hasn't been in a minute, but he was the black belt. Smiles.
Oh my God, yeah, this old guy, Travis. I don't know what his name is, but like, he just came into our school. I don't know if he's just training there temporarily, or if he moved to the area and now he's going there. But this just freaking jacked ass old man, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's probably
He walked in with his shirt off and just oh God,
shredded,
and then put on his black belt. I'm like, oh, this is
dude,
gonna
but
be
just
fun.
smiling the whole time. And when I first saw him, I was like, oh fuck, dude, this guy's gonna be like a. Kind of a douche or whatever. Dude, fucking nicest guy in the world.
Nice.
It's like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, every time smiling
Fucking
constantly.
always smiling,
He's
choking
like, oh,
me
you
out,
might want to do
smiling.
that. Put your arm here.
It's
Okay,
like,
cool.
all right,
Here we go.
all right, here we go. All right, there you go.
Oh, just like, whoa.
It's like, thanks, Grandpa.
Thanks.
That's dope. He must be on a nice cycle of testosterone to keep that jacked.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, probably for sure.
That's about that. Like, do you guys think when you guys get older, you're gonna roid it up so you don't get all winky?
100%. Why wouldn't you?
I don't
know
know
what I mean. Like, it doesn't make any sense not to do
There's
that.
literally, other than maybe a little bit, but I mean, your testosterone drops naturally, so you're just keeping it normal.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that I don't really have a problem with steroids at all. The only time
I think they should be mandatory in the NFL. Let's get some fucking monsters out there.
right?
Yeah.
The only thing I can see on that, and maybe the NFL can fall under this too, but like, of course, like Shab and all them talk about the roids in the UFC or in MMA. I can see that just because like you are hurting people.
Yeah.
So like so you might not have been able to like kill that motherfucker if you weren't on steroids.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, if everyone's on them, then does it level out the playing field again?
Yeah. I mean,
It's like I feel like it's one of those things. Either everyone's got to be on them or no one can be on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the NFL would be the same way. It's like either like, yeah, everyone has the option to be on them, or they have to keep doing it like the way they're doing it and regulate it. But they're all on them anyways. So
I
it's
think
just
we
kind
should
of
make life in prison leagues for the UFC. You know what I mean? Like get these guys that like have no chance of getting out of prison, no matter what. Make them take roids and work out every day. Like Dolph Lundgren style, you know what I mean? Like Rocky IV, fucking like, get break. You know what
It'd
I
be
mean?
like the longest yard with MMA.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like super roided out, and then make them fight to the death.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Dude, we could definitely
why
get
not?
that going on in another country.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure
know what I
that
mean?
might be already going on. We just don't know about it.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mandango fighting?
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
It is. Well, was that actually a thing? It probably was, right?
It was definitely a thing, yeah.
Oh. Was it called Mandango fighting, or is that something?
I believe so, yeah.
What does Mandango even mean?
I know it's a novel.
Tango. Oh, really?
It's a novel.
Yeah.
It's because men tango.
Let me look it up.
Mendango. Let's look up what the definition of Mendango.
Let's see here.
Transition music. There's transition.
No, it looks like it was mainly just used in Django Unchained.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it may be bullshit.
I'm sure that they did that, like fought their slaves. Why not? Right?
No, I'm pretty sure.
People
that,
fighting dogs.
No, I think that was a real. I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know the name of it. Maybe they just didn't have a name of it.
It was just called Black People Fighting.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
It's called slave fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 100% fictional. The term Mandingo can refer to a West African ethnic group originated from the upper region of the Niger River okay. So it's just fake.
It's just fake.
It's
Okay.
just fake.
But I'm sure they did that shit, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
they were doing everything else.
Yeah.
Rape and all that stuff. You know. You know, I bet you it didn't go on as much as you think it did, though. Because like that dick, yeah. Forgot about the dick. Get the dick, guys.
Just.
Let's get the dick.
This is a dick drinking game. Anytime the cousins say it, you got to drink.
Man, there's nothing worse than wearing white while you drink coffee.
Yeah. Because if you spill, and you
It's
usually
it's
will.
playing Russian roulette every time you take a drink.
It's the only time white isn't the superior color. You know what I'm saying?
Oh damn! Edit that out. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. Keep
Leave
that
it in.
Keep that shit
Leave
in there.
it in. That's what she said.
We are the superior race.
The dicks.
Dicks.
Sorry.
What matters? White dick.
We're making up. This whole episode makes sense, though, for how well we did on that trivia.
Joints? Should I spark it up?
So bad.
You don't smoke weed, do you, Garon?
No.
Do you do anything?
No.
No.
I do not do anything.
Why?
I don't do it. I've done it. Like, I've done,
Well, I'll pop some edibles every now and then.
yeah, every now and then. But even then, it's,
know
if
you're
I
off-
do it, it's to go to sleep at this
That's
point.
fair. You were all high on Mucinex that one
Yeah,
day.
I know. It's not. That's
too much for
again,
him.
I've done so much already.
How
but,
many did you take again?
For 2 days worth of every 4 hours.
But it's supposed to be 4 every 12
No,
hours?
one every 12 hours.
One every
And I
12
did
hours.
one every 4.
Oh.
Okay, I can see for you that. Yeah.
Just for me, yes. For
But,
me, just doing 2 doses of that would be too much. Because I already
True.
get lightheaded with it. But, yeah, no, I just don't. It's not.
You don't need it.
I was never
You
a
don't need it.
drinker, never, even when I smoked, it was my lungs or even edibles too. It's like, it gives me actually anxiety sometimes. For others, I get it. You need that and it's good. If I do, CBD is also good as well.
Have you
sometimes.
tried just straight CBD?
Yeah, and I mean, I've done like the more topical stuff as well for like a lot of my joint pains and everything, which is good. But yeah, it's just not any of my cup of tea, which is fine too, because back in the day, I would have been the complete opposite, where I didn't do it, but I also looked down on you for doing it,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, he used to be that
Like
guy.
the Kids in the Dare
I was-
program.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, he was that
dude,
guy.
I had the shirt, man. I had the shirt.
He volunteered for the Dare.
Did you ever get Darren?
No.
Lion?
Lion? Are you Lion or Darren? Darren the Lion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Darren the Lion.
that's him. That's the actual mascot.
Oh, really?
I got to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got to meet him. In 5th grade.
I got to keep
No
that
wonder you
lion
felt
for a week.
inspired.
It was nice.
Really?
Yeah, like they passed him around like week to week.
That anytime the song, what's it called? Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little.
Anytime that song comes on, I think of Dare, because at the end of the Dare program, they did a whole sketch of like the whole like, oh, don't do drugs and this, and the whole sketch was based to that song, so it was like supposed to be
Damn.
all like intense. So anytime that song comes on, I think of Dare.
Wasn't any high school sketches or theater stuff just the cringiest shit you've ever seen in your life?
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
bad.
terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially at my school because we had zero talent.
Dude, nobody could fucking do anything. Like,
No, it's yeah, and especially sometimes even when I think about myself too, doing stuff, I was like, you always think you're hot shit while you're part of it, and then when you're done with it, you're
Yeah.
like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, you go rewatch
Yeah.
the tape that
Yeah.
your mom made. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I remember one time I even snapped at a chick one time who didn't either know my name or something. And I was like, does she even know who I am? And I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking asshole. Like,
Because he was the lead in high school
yeah,
play.
exactly. Lead in the high school play. Like, how do you
Goddamn
not?
right.
I'm like, fuck yeah. How do you not know who I am? Don't fucking talk to me that way. And then I even, luckily in the moment, even after that, I came to and been like, that was dumb. But I still think about that moment, and that was 10 years ago, being like, gosh. And even now doing this and jiu-jitsu, it's like, gosh, everybody's had their moments, like being like,
It's true.
Being a complete worthless piece of shit.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Worthless.
Being a big bitch. Big old bitch.
So this is the part of the show where I start a whole new conversation. It's going to take 35 minutes. Just so everyone's on board.
What do you guys think of the existence of God? Let's have a debate.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Anyways, so for our final five, I want to know how was the store last night, Travis?
Oh, it was all right. The Kill Tony was actually pretty entertaining. There is some motherfucker named Travis Tate. I don't know who you are. There could be only one Travis motherfucker. I'm coming for you. And he wasn't that good, and it upset me thoroughly. Like, he didn't do as well as he could have on Kill Tony. I didn't watch Potluck, but I heard he didn't do well there either. But he got called for
probably
both.
our number one
I think that's the only thing that annoys the shit out of me. It's just like,
You got called for both?
I don't know that I'm going to fucking keep going there on Mondays because I feel like I could be probably doing something more productive with my life.
I kind of feel the same way for you. Like you're already doing shows. Why do Kill Tony? Why?
I don't know. It's just, honest to God.
Maybe Kill Tony because you get some exposure, I guess.
Potluck too, honestly. But
Well,
here's the thing. Here's the
okay,
thing.
go
For
on.
people who get actual shows, there's a difference.
I guess-
I get it going that route
Yeah.
because it's still getting on there is good. I mean, yeah, that's a route, and it's you're there also hanging out with other comics, who also have shows. That's how you get on other shows. So it is that networking of you might not get on.
Yeah, someone
Potluck.
offered me another show while I was
Exactly,
at the store.
and
It
that
really
was
nice.
the point of Potluck for you last night. You weren't
Yeah.
supposed to get on the show.
That's
You were
true.
supposed to meet that person, so now that opens up that door.
That's a good
You
point.
on the
Garen.
other
Garen
end-
thinks of this kind of stuff.
I do, unfortunately. And so, but at the same time, with Travis, he also knows so many people.
Yeah.
So as far as your choice to not go as much to Potluck, it's still an okay one because you do know a lot of people. So
Yeah.
you're in people's faces already because of the fourth wall. So you get those shows. But as far as other people who don't get that, FaceTime with a lot of comics, Potluck is a great way to do that because everybody at Potluck is usually open micers who also are possibly having their own shows, who then it's like when they think about it, like, dude, I have a show next week. I need to fill the slots with 5 other comics. Who should I go? Oh, the 150 people I just saw at Potluck. Ooh, who was there? Travis. Hey, Travis, you want to be on a show next week?
Yeah.
And that is the name of the game, which is unfortunate why we play it. A lot of times it's easy to go and be like, oh, I didn't get picked, or I didn't get picked. I haven't got picked in 2 years. But what has happened because of those 2 years? You've met people who've gotten you different
Show or
opportunities.
whatever.
True.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
it's just
wise words, I guess, from
Wise
random
words
people.
from Garon and Atencio.
So yeah. All right, cool. Well,
It's beautiful. But do you have
you have shows coming up?
this airs
You guys
next
think Jesus is real? Okay.
with the 1 minute
Have
left?
you guys ever had a near-death experience?
What do you think the afterlife is like?
The afterlife, abridged. Anyway, so there's
Do we all get our own planet? Are Mormons correct? Okay.
I don't know. Let's wiki it.
That's right. Pull it up on the Netflix and let's watch the whole clip. But anyways, I don't think no shows this coming up week.
Okay, September 11th.
You have the
Oh, yeah.
11th, which this will be after
Never
that. So
forget.
he had it.
What-
and
what-
I had a
hopefully
show
he
on
did
September
good.
11th.
Don't you have a show tomorrow?
Yeah, the 11th, but
That's
this is
tomorrow's the
airing
11th.
next week, so that doesn't.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
matter
well, we'll let
much.
you know next week how this show goes tomorrow because I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
we're going
we'll
to try
let you
and
guys
make it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think that is our time.
Yeah. And remember,
Don't talk about it.
be about it. Peace.
Is God real? Oh.
It's not what you wanted from me. You've been trying to make sense of my mistakes. My mistakes, yeah.
Hey, you guys, thanks for watching this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Go follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
And remember, if you want to go the extra mile, you can also support us over on Patreon, where in the future we'll be able to get unreleased content and content that nobody else can see. And remember, guys, don't talk about it.
Be about it. Peace.